Here, let's see. Okay. Well, yesterday we were talking about your school days. Remember?
Yes.
Okay. Well, tell me about school. What was that like? What was school like?
Well, did I tell you how when we started we had to choose?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know hardly how to answer that one. Our teacher we loved was principal.
The teacher was the principal also.
Yeah, he was. And when it was recess, he played with us.
Mm-hmm.
Played ball or whatever we played. But when we go in, he'd work us hard.
Were there all the different grades together, or were there?
But no, they had a kindergarten on the other side. You know, the young guys. And so he worked hard when we went in. But he would work outside, you know, play outside with us in the ball every what we played.
He seemed like a really nice man.
Yeah, oh, he was.
And he was a good teacher?
He was, and he offered my dad, your mother, your grandmother was about the smartest one in school.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, she was the smartest one. She made real high grades, and he'd send her writing off, and it won something at the best.
Yeah.
He offered to buy her clothes, pay her tuition, and send her to school.
Poppy said no, right?
But my dad wouldn't let her go.
Yeah.
So that made her have to go in the same grade twice.
Yeah. Well, she had gone off, and maybe she would have met somebody else, and my dad had never been born, and I'd never been born.
That's right. So, in a way, for us, it's better.
Yeah, for us it's better. She might have been better off the other way, but
yeah. But at the time, it wasn't better.
But she was happy. She ended up happy.
Yeah, and she loved Nick. Nick loved her.
Well, tell me a little bit about them.
They were married before I did.
How old was she when she got married? Do you remember?
Not really, but she was young.
How'd she meet him?
You know that? I don't know, honey. I don't know how she met him.
Well, I am going to back up a little bit, and then we'll come to this one again.
Okay.
But tell me about how you guys left home.
Oh. Well, they wouldn't let us go down to the old church where we always went. My mother went.
That's after your mother died and Poppy remarried. Ruby, right?
Yes, she married Ruby. We always went there. And that's where we wanted to go.
At Zoar.
And so they wanted to go to Ball's Gap, but Ruby wanted to go there. I know it was because my mother was there. Well, then, Anna wouldn't go. And so, Ruby called my grandmother, which everybody, even in Huntington, they come to her.
Ma Connor, right?
Yeah, Ma Connor. Come up there when they had a reunion thing for her. They loved her and they called her Ma Connor. She called her a bitch.
Ruby did.
Ruby did.
Well, what Grandma think of that?
She went and grabbed her by the hair of the head and slung her across the bed. And Papa jumped over that green rocking chair that my mother rocked me in and got her off.
Did Anna ever do anything like that before?
No. No, because she called her a bitch.
Called Ma Connor that she didn't like that, did she?
No. And so he whipped her in every room. And we left the next morning. We packed what we could, and so they wouldn't know, and left.
Well, it's good she took you with her.
Yeah, she took me with her.
I always felt bad I didn't take Doug when I left.
No, it's not your fault now. Huh?
Well, yeah, it was. But anyway.
But we went, and then she sent our things with us, so you know she wanted us to leave. I think my dad never did come to check on us, but I think he knew we was in the right place, a better place than we was there. After we left, see, we got to go to Thor Church. Do you know they come back to Thor Church and join? I always wished I'd asked my dad why he did that.
Yeah. Made such a big deal over.
Yeah.
No.
And I know it's because my mother went there. She was jealous of the dad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How many children did Ruby have?
5.
And how many of you were there?
There was 5 left.
So that made
But
10
my
children
dad-
altogether?
They were good to us till Luther went to service.
Well, because Luther was older and he wouldn't let anything happen.
Oh, we wouldn't let her do that to us.
Yeah.
Uh-uh. And Anna didn't let her whip me either.
Yeah.
Mm.
But after Luther left, then Ruby...
She was mean.
Yeah.
She knew she couldn't get away with it, Luther there.
What was it about a time there was a flood and they were saying, why didn't y'all go to...
The what now?
There was some kind of flood or something.
Now the flood, yes. The flood, and we couldn't go home, we tickled to death.
You were at school, right?
Yeah, we was at school, so we could go to our grandmother's.
Because you hadn't been allowed to go there for a while, right?
No, they wouldn't let us go there, but they'd come up to school and see us.
Yeah.
Well, we so happy we could go there. But we didn't think about them saying anything about it. They said, why didn't you go to Nellie's? Well, who wants to go to...
Luther wasn't married to Nellie then.
No, that was his girlfriend.
Well, why weren't you allowed to go see Ma Connor and Aunt Eva and them?
She just mean. She just mean.
Ruby.
Yeah, Ruby was.
Huh. All right.
She loved her till she got married.
Yeah.
She just wanted to get it home popping.
Well, after you left and moved in with Ma Connor and all them, what was her husband's name?
What was it like?
Your grandfather, Connor.
Oh, Andrew.
Andrew.
But now he was already dead.
When you went to live there, he was already dead? How old were you when he died?
Well, he died before my mother, I think. So probably 4.5 or something.
Do you remember him at all?
Yes, I do. I remember they had a swing on the front porch, and I had curly hair, and I'd lay down in his lap, and he'd frizzle my hair, and he'd say frizzle top, and I'd jump up because it'd make me mad. I'd jump up and get off his lap because he called me frizzle top. I think he teasing me, you know, because
Yeah.
he was a sweet person.
What did he do? What was his job?
Well, I think they just farmed.
Yeah, what'd they
He was
farm?
the first one had the car up there
Oh, yeah?
and had the refrigerators and stuff like that,
Uh-huh.
washers and stuff. Well, my mother would walk there. I can remember us walking down there. We'd get ready to go home. We'd walk up that bank there. You know, there's a bank there. Here he'd come with the car. And we'd pick us up, and he'd take as far as he could take us. He didn't go up the holler, but he'd go take his car up there.
Yeah.
That saved us a lot, you know. Yeah. I can remember all that, yeah. And doing that.
Well, how old were you when you and Anna left home to go live at Ma Connor's?
Probably I was 10 and she was 12 or something, let's see, 10. Maybe she was 13 or something.
Yeah, there are 3 years
Well,
between
she's
you.
3 years
Yeah.
older than me.
So, who all lived at Ma Connor's at the time?
She stayed there for a while, then she went to live up across from Imogene
Anna
to
did, right?
babysit.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And she
went
stayed
up
with that family.
and they paid her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But who all was living at Ma Connor's when you moved in?
Who all was there?
Uh-huh.
You mean after Anna left?
But when you first got there?
Oh, first got there. There's Ma Connor, Aunt Eva, Judy. And then she had Phyllis and Buzzy afterwards.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she had them afterwards.
Now how, if Andrew was dead?
Hmm?
How'd she do that if Andrew was dead?
Well, it was Aunt Eva.
Aunt
Oh,
Eva
Aunt
did.
had the babies.
That was generation. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, Aunt Eva had the babies.
Now, Aunt Eva was the youngest of Ma Connor's
Yeah,
children.
Yeah. Oh, Ma was too old to have children.
Right.
Yeah. But she loved babies. That
Right, yeah.
Yeah. Even when she was dying on the bed, but they got her to the hospital. We left the kid with Miss Birch, Sheila and Mike,
Uh-huh.
and she asked, why didn't you bring the kids?
Yeah. How old was she when she died?
Yeah, she loved children.
How old did she live to be?
You know what? I forgot.
Yeah,
I
but
forgot how old she was. She was older though.
Yeah. So, how long did Anna live there before she left to go live with that other family? To
How long did Anna what?
live at Mulconnor's before she got that other job?
I just had to kind of guess a month or two.
Okay, so it wasn't very long.
Yeah.
So how long did you stay at Mulconnor's? You stayed there until you got married, didn't you?
Until I got married.
Yeah.
I had no place to go. And see, Anna, she stayed there and worked, and then she met Nick somewhere,
Uh-huh.
and they got married.
Well, what do you remember about them? What do you remember about...
And they had, Betty was born first.
No, Bruce was born
Bruce?
first.
All
Uh-huh.
right, Bruce was already born. I think she just had the one when I got married, but I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I don't know. Really. If she had Betty.
They're about 15 months apart.
Huh?
They're about 15 months apart, Bruce and Betty.
She might have had them both. She might have had them both before
Yeah.
I was married.
What do you remember about my grandfather? What was he like?
Nick?
Yeah.
I always liked Nick. And he always liked that. When you know, one time he got mad at Junior though because he wouldn't eat. He always liked people to eat with him. And Junior doesn't eat. So he did get mad at him, and he didn't like Junior for a while. But you know what? It turned out he liked Junior better than him.
Right. Grandpa had a drinking problem. And when
Yeah.
he stopped drinking,
Yeah.
he was closer to Junior because Junior was one to
He
never
didn't
drink.
No,
Yeah.
he didn't drink with him. No. And afterwards, and you know what? He'd always bring Anna here.
Mm-hmm.
They always bring her.
Well, when I was little, I remember they were close
Yeah.
to you two,
Yeah.
especially.
Yeah. He'd always bring her here. And like when Junior was real sick, and that blood clot in the lung, Anna just got out of the hospital, and he said, I know I gotta take her, but she's gonna go anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he bought her, and I remember she just got back home, and we brought him home or something, had to take him back, and I heard her say to Nick, I've got to go back. And he brought her back. He always bought her when she needed to go.
So you went to Mulconnor's when you were about 10 or so, right? And what did you do there? What was it like living there?
Well, it was really sweet. They were so sweet to me. And Eva was, and I remember going to, of course the road wasn't like it is now. Take us all day to go to Huntington and back. And I loved the babies. I loved Buzzy and Phyllis. It's hard to be that they're growing up now. I feel like they're old as I am, but they're way down. Oh, shit.
Well, what did you used to go to Huntington for?
Shopping, ain't even go shopping.
Oh, yeah?
Ain't even have her high heels on and we'd flip. And now Phyllis is just like her.
Yeah.
Oh, she is always sweet.
So what was it like living there? I mean, what did you do?
Well, they didn't make us do anything, but me and Judy on Saturday cleaned the kitchen and the dining room part. We do it all real good, all over. And they even did the rest of it. I think it was every Saturday, because he would go to school, that we did that.
Well, what was it like in the evenings?
Well, they had somebody else to come in and do the washing.
Well, I mean, besides cleaning and washing and things like that, what was life
I'm
like?
tell you about getting my hair in the...
Oh, well, go ahead. Go ahead.
I want to help Lizzie, you know. They hard that done. So I got my arm in there one time.
In the
and
ringer?
I screaming. Yeah. And one time I got my hair in there, and she was pregnant. She jumped off the porch and ran to me. Ain't even did.
That's when they used to wash the clothes in a basin and then put them through this wringer that you turned
Yeah, it was
to
automatic.
squeeze the water out, right?
It was automatic washer at that time.
Yeah.
We had one here, you know, but you had to put it through the ringer.
So you've been through the ringer.
I put part of it, yeah, I went through the ringer. She got off that porch once she hadn't lost her baby. And Uncle Ralph, honey, he was so sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah, he never said a sassy word. And Ma Connor says, time to get her for perm now. And he did. Now they get the perm.
Ma Connor smoked a pipe, didn't she?
Yeah, she did. And she always went outside. She smoked in. I have the pipe here.
Yeah.
That she smoked. They let me have the pipe.
What was her name?
You know, I always just called her Ma. I have to ask Tom, do you know somebody else said?
Yeah.
Because I don't know. I always call her Ma Connor.
Yeah.
Everybody called her Ma Connor, though. Even if it wasn't a grandmother, you know what I mean?
Well, that's like everybody. All my friends called Aunt B, Aunt B.
Huh?
All my friends called Aunt B, Aunt B.
Did it?
Yeah.
And she was so sweet, and she was young at heart, you know, as old as she was.
That sounds familiar.
Yeah. And you know, I guess that's where Eva got it. She was young at heart.
Well, I'd say that's probably where you got it too.
Yeah. See, she had a shower for I'm just Carol.
Yeah.
Carol?
Yeah.
She had a shower for her, and Eva did.
Who was it was hiding behind the door?
Oh, that was Aunt Jenny's sister. Was having a baby. They hid then.
I just can't imagine that. When women were pregnant, they wouldn't be seen?
Not in my time, you know, not when I was pregnant. But before then, Aunt Jenny tell about her sister said they'd hide behind the door. They wouldn't come out. They wasn't allowed. The men didn't want to see them.
That's crazy.
I think it is too. I said, well, I never heard the like. You know what Junior would say. You're pretty pregnant.
Well, let's talk about Junior. When did you meet him?
It was blind date.
Blind date. Who set you up?
Pat Connor.
Your cousin?
He bought Tommy up there because Tommy didn't have a car.
Uh-huh.
So he said he got tired of it, and he said, you're going to have to get me a date or I'm going to quit taking you. So it was me.
Now, Pat, who's Pat's parents?
Huh?
Pat is your cousin, right?
Yes, first cousin.
Well, who was Pat's parents? How are you related exactly?
Uncle, because he died while I was younger. I can't think of it. Uncle Harville.
And that's one of Ma Connor's sons. Okay.
He was a handsome bird, too.
A handsome bird.
He was. Yeah, black hair.
Yeah.
And he was nice, yeah.
Okay,
Aunt Nina was sweet, too. That was his wife.
Yeah. That's right. So you had her set up on a blind date.
It was a blind date.
So you didn't know what you were going to get.
No.
But you agreed to go.
Yeah, I went. And I liked him real well.
How old were you?
16. This come 16.
Yeah.
This came because we quartered a year, and I was 16. And I liked him, so I was scared. And so next time I run up Aunt Chloe's, I'm Jean, you know. And he said I was the only one that ever stood him up. He wouldn't come back.
Oh, and your second time you're supposed to go out with him, you got scared and you went up to Aunt Chloe's instead.
I went, the second time.
Well, where did you go on the first time? Where did you go on your date?
I went to Pat's to meet him. I was to go up there.
Uh-huh. Pat is your friend?
He took Tommy. Yeah. Well, Aunt Nina went with him that day when I wasn't there.
Uh-huh.
She says, Inie, she always called me Inie. She said, he's got feelings for you for some reason. Said, you know, every other word was Inie, Inie, Inie. That's what she said. Aunt Nina said that. Said, he's got words, but he's got you bad. Said, Inie, Inie, Inie.
And he just met you the one time.
Yeah, just the one time. And so, the third time I was there, and we stayed together. Preached together till he died.
Yep.
You know, I have no doubt we'd be together yet.
Well, of course. So you dated for a year. How long did you date before he proposed?
I don't know, but he talked about marriage long before he proposed because he said, got to get some money, you know, for the baby. I must have said I wanted a baby or something.
Yeah, I think you said you wanted a whole bunch, didn't you? Didn't you used to want 10 of them or something?
I got to save some money. And I'll take you anywhere you want to go.
And you showed me some of his letters. You showed me some of his letters. I can't wait for you to be my wife. He was sweet. He was a romantic.
He said, I'll take you. Did you read the one? He said, I'll take you anywhere you go.
I think so.
He said that too. He said that. And I think he would have, you know. And he said, you don't have to get your license. I'll take you anywhere you want to go. But you know, what if I hadn't had my license?
Yeah,
you just think about it, because he got sick
right
before I did it. And we wouldn't have got to go a lot of places. And look at it now. He'd be gone, and I'd be sitting there in the chair.
Well, Anna didn't get a license for a long time, did she?
I know. Geez, it was longer than yours. But Emily was longer than her.
Wow.
Yeah. I don't know who taught Anna. Who taught Anna? Do you know?
I don't know.
I can't remember.
But
I don't believe Nick could have taught her. I don't know. Usually your husband can't teach you. You know why? Because you know what? They make you nervous. Stop it. I just wonder how she learned.
well, how do you learn?
Denzel. Well, Junior was in the hospital, and they said he's not going to be driving.
Right.
He's not going to be going back to work. They said that 2 times, but he bluffed them, didn't he?
Yeah.
He went back. Mm-hmm.
So Denzel taught you how to drive, huh?
Yeah, he taught me how to drive because we thought he wasn't going to be driving anymore. So I was glad.
Well, after you got married, you lived at with Aunt Eva at Maul Connor's place, right? When you got married, and then where'd you move to? Where's your first place? Yeah.
Well, first we went to Aunt Louie's because I was up there then, and she gave me the white gloves and the clothes to put on, you know. She was young at heart. That was Aunt Chloe's sister.
Uh-huh.
And Chloe was old-fashioned.
Now, who was their parents? Who were their parents?
Well, you know, I didn't know that, Grandma and Grandpa. They were my grandma and grandpa, but I didn't know them. They died before I knew.
Was that your
dad? My dad's sister.
Okay, yeah, okay.
We went. I went there.
So it was Poppy's two different sisters you're talking about.
I don't know what I was doing there.
Aunt Chloe and Aunt Lulie?
Yeah, Aunt Lulie was one that was young at heart.
Yeah, Aunt Chloe was not so young at heart.
No, but she was good.
Right,
yeah.
Right. But she's a little more old-fashioned, right?
Feed people and stuff, yeah. And Aunt Lulie would call me all the time when she gets it. She called me at 6 o'clock in the morning. She wanted to buy me wigs and stuff. Well, we went there, and Aunt Lulie was in the hospital. So we just going to stay there a little bit and then get us a place. Well, Jimmy was drunk, so so I was afraid. And so she slept with us. And so there were men, June and her was in the house. I'm thinking that later. You know what? He went through a lot of pressure, I thought.
Well, talk about butting in.
But you know, he never said a word.
Well, of course not.
And I don't know. I think he had to ride the ferry then. But I said, you know what? We should have took her home or something. But I guess it was dark when we got back.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
How long were you there?
A month.
A month?
When Aunt Lily come home, we went up to the Ball Gap and got it.
Got your house there?
Yeah. And we stayed there until, Sheila was walking and talking to them. But Junior got to go on to sleep. He was working in Huntington first, and that wasn't too bad. On the
That was still kind of a long drive at the time.
Always CNO.
Right.
Then he got that, made a lot of money down there, so.
Well, then he went to
going to
Russell, right,
Yeah.
in Kentucky.
And so he was going to sleep. And he said, honey, we gotta move. And he hated to move much as I did because he loved my family.
Yeah.
And we started looking for a house, but I guess we went to the wrong places. Because we didn't like Kentucky then. And he went and stayed with Dorothy. That was a cousin of mine. Stayed one night. And he said, I won't be back tonight. And then her husband went down there and told it all, but it didn't bother him.
So he was planning on staying there a while until you guys found a place.
Yeah.
But he couldn't stand being that far from you.
Yeah. He said, I'm going home to my wife and baby tonight. and her husband went down and told her, but he didn't care. But he did say, we're going to have to move. Something's going to get killed.
Yeah.
Going to sleep on it. So we moved over to Uncle Vince. He had built new apartments. And we lived there until the road went through.
Now, where was that? That was still...
I can show
That's
you.
over about where... that's Ohio, right?
Yeah, where you start up after the 35.
Yeah.
Before you get to 35, right in there, that's where we lived. Them apartments was
It
there.
was going toward Mike's, right? Going towards Mike's? Yeah.
And had two apartments, one on one side and one on the other. And we had all new furniture. We got all new furniture. I always thought they shamed on us though, because he'd had it laid away and was paying on it. But it didn't matter, it was all right. Washer and dryer and everything. And we lived there at first, and I never forget, it had a fence around it. When she see it, Uncle Brent, she'd say, hi, Ben. Hi, Ben. He just thought that. Oh, gosh. Well, then after they did that, we moved down below. So, I guess it was good, but...
Were you talking about over in Kentucky?
No, right down the road there, where'd you go out to the nursing home? We lived on that road. And that's where that boy, they went hunting and shot him. And
So that wasn't far from here at all.
Huh?
That was just down...
We had to do over and sue him because
Yeah.
I didn't know they was going to do that. And in just a little while, they made us move because he was going to move in there.
So you were renting from someone who ended up actually shooting Junior's eye out. And you didn't make him...
And came across one side, he still had all them in there.
Yeah.
See, he was looking sideways.
So it was an accident that they shot him.
Yeah, but it was moving a leaf. He should know better than shoot.
But so you didn't sue him, nothing. But they actually put you out later because they wanted somebody to move in, or they wanted him to move in?
But I said, if you think about it, I guess it's good because we wouldn't have had this house.
Yeah.
He always said he bought it with blood, and that was the truth. Not from them, though.
Yeah.
You didn't get the money from them. But I said if I had to do over, I'd sue them people because they should have
That was pretty terrible.
made us move.
Yeah. And that is pretty low.
I thought that was dirty. I don't care if they
Who were they?
They're supposed to be Christian people.
That doesn't impress me. What was his name?
I know.
What was the guy's name?
I forgot now. They're all dead but one person. Even that guy's dead. That young guy. Well, I got to...
Fine. They're all dead but one person, and even that guy's dead.
One person, I didn't get close to him like I did the other.
Yeah.
But I got the butcher knife after that guy that shot Junior one time.
Really? Why?
He said something about Judy. If Judy was here, he'd tell you. I run him out of the house.
I guess he learned his lesson, didn't he?
I got to put it over and got after him.
Did the eyes get big and take off?
He got out.
He knew you were serious.
He was lying. He never said nothing again.
How old were you when Sheila was born?
17, I guess.
17?
Yeah, because I was 17 when we got married.
Yeah.
And she's born at about the end of 17.
Yeah.
December, yeah. We got married in March. Yeah.
I bet Junior was just thrilled.
He was. He'd help with her at night, just saying I did.
Yeah.
He was.
And then, how old were you
Now,
when...
we didn't plan her, but we planned Mike.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I'm glad we didn't have no more. But you know, I wanted a bunch.
Uh-huh.
But I'm glad I didn't have no sense. I don't think young people should have that many kids.
Well, it's easier to focus on...
Huh?
You can take care of a few better than you can take care of a lot.
Yeah. And I love children now. I just love watching that baby last
I know.
But you know what? What if I'd had a bunch? I'd had all them grandkids and I couldn't do for them.
Yeah.
And it wouldn't be right. I wouldn't be close to any of them because I'd be afraid to hurt the other feeling. So I'm glad I just had two. And so I guess, as you say now, God worked in that way because, see, we would have had more. But that doctor told you that if you don't do something about it, you're not going to have a mother for the two. And if it was just him, said if it was just me or you having them babies, there'd only be one. I got that going. I told you that. There'd only be one.
Yeah.
That doctor said that. Didn't he?
Yeah.
He born babies. He was a good doctor, though. Oh, shoot. But I'm glad I just had the one. Two. And I got all my, I got my nieces and nephews.
Yeah.
My nephew, Stacy. I got three. You're mine, aren't you?
Well, you know I am.
Yeah. I think Maple's a little jealous of that.
Oh, yeah. I feel bad for Mabel.
But you know what I told her one day? She don't say nothing about it anymore, but she did. I said, I can't help it if they like me. You got more than I have.
Yeah.
You got a lot more nieces and nephews than I have. I can't help it.
Oh. Yeah, our family is very different from her family.
It is. That's what it is. It's just different.
Well, part of it is you like to laugh.
Oh, shit.
We have fun, don't we?
Yeah, that's right. You know, I think we do every time we go out there.
We definitely do.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we do. We have fun. Oh,
Tell Mabel lighten up a little bit.
yeah. But
Have
you
more
know what?
fun.
She hardly laughs.
Well, that's no good. You gotta have fun.
Yeah, I don't think she hardly laughs at all. That is one thing about Jean. She laugh. I can say things to her and she laughs. Mm.
You okay?
Yeah.
You need your inhaler? Inhaler?
Mm-hmm.
You need the inhaler?
I think I got it in my purse.
You want me to get it?
Yeah, I think it's all right now. It might just be that COPD.
Yeah.
Because I did hug her when she left, but I tried to stay away from her. Because I'd hug her before she goes to bed, but I didn't hug her.
Gene,
She knows why I didn't.
I hope you're not getting what she got,
No,
though.
I didn't get, and I didn't use the towel.
Yeah.
I had my own. When anybody's sick like that.
Well, next time, I'll have you tell me more about when you were married and the kids were little. And you tell me about Junior. And I'll have you tell me more about my grandparents and when my dad and Aunt Bee and Alan were little and things like that.
Yeah, it's so sweet.
Yeah,
She was mine too.
I know.
She said, long as I have you, I have my part of my mom.
Hmm. Well, as long as I have you, I've got part of Anna and part of Aunt Bee too.
Yeah, that's what she said too. Well, me and Anna was a lot alike.
Yeah.
You know? Because I wouldn't have stood by and let nobody hurt her either, you know what I'm saying? But while I was little, she even looked more after me. She wouldn't have let nobody hurt me either. I don't think Aunt Eva would have too.
No.
Because I heard her tell, I think Ma Connor was worrying, and afraid Poppy would come there and try to get us. And I heard Aunt Eva say, you can't have him. I'll go to court and fight him. That's what she said. And I bet she would have. Well, you bet.
I bet she would have won too.
Yeah. Now, Aunt Eva was sweet, but I kind of get that after her, I think. But she knew how to take up for herself.
Yeah.
She had a sweet husband too. But she knew how to take up for herself.
Well, that helps you stay sweet in the long run.
Huh?
That helps you stay sweet in the long run. Because if
Yeah.
people are taking advantage all the
Yeah.
time, you don't feel very happy and you can't be sweet.
Yeah. But see, he didn't come and try to take it. But she said that.
Yeah.
She said, he can't have him back. But he didn't come and try. But he come live with me.
Later, yeah.
Yeah, he lived with me twice. To Mike's bed, Mike didn't care.
Yeah. Mike got close to him.
Yeah, he did. He really said, I love him better than he did. But they just wasn't loving, that's what.
Right, right.
Now, my dad was loving. And I can't forget the time before he got hurt. He'd take us on his lap and just love us, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think he ever smacked us till then. But I can't forgive him for whipping Anna so hard. He didn't use just one stick. He used a whole bunches. You know what? I'd like to got him and use him on Ruby. I should have got him and hit him in the bed, shouldn't I? When they went to bed that night.
What did Luther say about all that when he
well,
came back?
See, when he came back, he sat on the end of the couch. Junior sat over and never said a word. He just kept real quiet. I told Luther about it.
Well, that was years and years later, though, wasn't it?
Huh?
You're talking about years later? I'm talking about when he first came back.
After he come home from service.
Oh. And what did he say?
He never said a lot. He just listened.
Yeah.
But he didn't get mad at me. And Junior never said one word. I couldn't see. He didn't say a word. He knew that was my tale, so he's going to let me tell him.
Yeah.
Yeah. I sat right there and told him what they did. Yet they brought him here to live. But I wondered if Nellie fixed that. That's all right. Maybe Now, maybe she made it. 'Cause now Luther would have took it,
Yeah.
but she might have made it so he wouldn't stay.
I think he wanted to be here.
But I have to say, Junior never mistreated him.
Yeah.
He said he went home with the same amount of money he came with, because I didn't take any of it.
Yeah.
And he'd buy his tobacco and stuff. I keep him candy and stuff, because he loved candy. I make candy a lot then.
What happened to his leg? How old was he when he lost that leg?
He done lost that when he come here.
How old was he when he lost it?
I'd have to guess. Let me see, he's at 54 when he died. No, he's older than that, wasn't he?
Yeah.
94. 90. Not 54. So I would say he was in his 80s.
He was in his 80s when he lost his leg?
I would say.
Well, he got pretty good at moving around in that short time.
I'm just a guessing. But he about died.
Yeah.
He got an infection because we went out there twice. He about died.
How did he eventually die? What did he die? What did he eventually die from?
He got an infection in it.
No, I mean eventually when he actually died.
Oh,
What killed him?
I really don't know. I sat up with him all night down there.
But he was pretty healthy and
Yeah. Oh, and he'd get up out of that chair and start off almost running, scare me to death, think he's gonna fall. He'd get up and just start off, but it,
did he have an artificial leg or what?
artificial leg.
Yeah.
It didn't bother him, I don't think.
He got used to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And at night now he took it off when he went to bed. And he'd fall into the bathroom.
Yeah. I got a question for you. Our family, they were big Democrats, right?
They were Democrats.
They were big Democrats. That was a...
And even them was. I don't know about my dad for sure, but I think so.
Well, I know my grandpa was a Republican.
Oh, was it?
Oh, yes.
Well,
I just
know-
wondered how that went over.
I know Aunt Eva and them was Democrat.
Oh, I know.
They was hot Democrats. But my dad, I don't really know. I'm mostly a Democrat, but we voted. I mean, we went down to register. We voted. How is do you vote for both sides?
Independent.
Independent.
Yeah.
But all at once we'll get so we'll Republican, and then we'll be Democrats. So I don't know how we get that way. I said, how we get that? Me and Junior had asked that. We said, how we get to be that? But do you think they changed it or something?
What do you mean?
Well, we changed to be independent. Then we'd be Democrat, then we'd be Republican.
Oh, you're saying what? I see what you're saying. I don't know.
I say, how we get to be that?
Man,
Because we really was a Democrat, but we voted independent so we could vote either way.
yeah,
We voted for the person,
right.
but ain't even them. I don't know if they vote for it. I think they vote Democrat. You know what I think that was? That she went through the Depression,
Yeah.
and it was Republicans that did it.
For Republicans that did what?
Did the Depression.
Hmm.
And I think that's why, but I don't know. I guess he had it hard. Well, I remember it was still going on when Junior was courting because he had tickets, get gas and sugar.
Yeah.
I got them somewhere.
Was it hard during the Depression for your family?
Not on my family here, but I guess it was on the other people.
But I mean,
They got over it.
for you growing up, was that hard?
No.
You guys did all right, right?
Yeah, I didn't go through that. I was too young. to know, I guess, what it was. But I wonder how ain't even them fed us all. But they fed us.
Yeah.
But I guess she never forgive him for being in depression. But she was a big Democrat, and you know what? Uncle Ralph never. I was shocked to death. He'd go up there and take a part in too. I guess whatever Inie even did, he'd do.
Yeah.
He didn't get out there and dance, but he'd go up there and I bet furnish his money and
You're
stuff.
talking about different campaign party things?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and the dancing on the, you know that thing they have on TV? Ain't even furnished yet today.
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember? You know what I'm talking about? They dance and sing. They had a, what do they call that?
Some kind of fundraiser?
Huh?
Was it some kind of fundraiser?
No, it's when they're. It was politicsing.
Yeah.
Because I asked her one time, I said, do you pay all that ain't even? She said, well, I pay it, but they pay me back.
Yeah.
But she had to turn them down the last time because she was sick.
Yeah.
But she did it for years for him.
Yeah, she was an active person.
Huh?
So she was a real active person.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
sweet, wasn't she?
Yeah. Yes.
I remember we went and visited her one time when I was little, and I was writing down all of our family tree.
Uh-huh. Yeah. So I'm not sure about that part. But I do know they was nice people. And Junior's people was nice. They just his mom was just a little, what you call selfish.
Yeah. Oh.
Well, we share